up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for being here once again. So I am back with another reaction video, and of course it comes from none other than Kendra G. So Kendra G is telling the uncut truth in this particular video, and I don't know how well women are going to perceive this truth and if Kendra G actually listens to her own advice. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into that. I want to play what she had to say and I want to get y'all thoughts on it. Make sure you chime in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts in this particular video. Make sure you share and like the video and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go.
A lot of women, they come on my show, they describe the same guy. They want him to have money, have swag, be attractive, and all of that. Now, I might have 10 of those guys, then I have 3,000 women. So just from that type of guy, there's just not enough to go with every person. Also, the things everybody's saying they want our grandma's love, like she just said, y'all don't know what grandma went through to keep that love. I would be happy by myself, taking care of myself before I tolerate your BS. So I say all that to say, if you really want to be a wife, character is all that matters. Not money, not height. Is this man gonna be there for you on your dying bed? If you couldn't walk tomorrow, would he wipe your behind? Those are the only components, and that's how women will run the game again.
Listen, so far, no lies detected. And this is what we've been saying. You know, nowadays, women are so focused on money. They're focused on themselves and how much money they bring to the table, but they still want a man to come in and take care of the bulk of the load. They still want a provider. 100%, even though they can make money themselves. So I always say the focus and the way that a lot of modern women are going about getting in serious relationships and marriages is not working for them because they're focused on the wrong things. And this is going to be the continuous downfall of women finding healthy relationships in men if they continue to go this route. Now, what Kendra is saying is absolutely the truth. And this is what Kevin Samuels and many others were saying long time ago, but it was not received in the same manner. These women here, I see some of these women are wearing rings, which I'm going to assume some of them are already married. Usually married women get it, but it's the women who are single and successful are the ones that seem to fall behind in this category. And so I think Kendra G is saying this now, and once again, maybe she's seen the light because she's, you know, like she said, she's interviewed women over the years and she gets to see a different perspective. So maybe it's translating not just for others, but for her as well. Because as much as I think Kendra G wants to separate herself from the pack, she's definitely in the same group of the women that she's talking to. Clearly, she wants a family, I'm sure. She wants to be married. So this applies to her too. But you know, it's one thing to say these things and put it out there because it sounds good, but is this something that you really subscribe to? Do you really believe that you can achieve the man that will be a husband and a father for you and a good man to you and build a family with him? Is this something that a lot of these women really think that they can do? Or are they just spewing this because it seems popular now because more women are saying it? Because when Kevin Samuels and other men speak of this, a lot of women push back. But now that Kendra is at the forefront of it and other women have been saying this as well, even before Kendra, now it seems to be becoming a more popular topic to talk about, and seems like some women are subscribing to it or they're just agreeing to it in a sense because now they see women at the forefront of this topic. Men have been saying this for the longest, but nobody wanted to hear it. Kevin Samuels was condemned for saying this very same thing, but now Kendra G is saying it, and it seems like it might be registering to some women. I don't know, but let's continue.
Because we put out there, you gotta be attractive, because you gotta have money, those men are acting up and they acting like a damn fool because they know they got so many women that want them. Just date. Like, You know, people are like, Kendra, I need a man, and the Uber driver dropped him off. Well, was the Uber driver nice? Just go for coffee, girlfriend. It's just coffee. Like, you never know, because that Uber driver might be an Uber driver, but maybe saving to make his own fleet, and maybe you're the sauce that can help him market it.
Now, you know, we talked about this, having a coffee date. A lot of women just trashed that idea, child. A lot of women were against the coffee date, saying that these men are belittling them and giving them the bare minimum, and that you should not go on coffee dates. But here we are, Kendra G is saying a coffee date is kind of interesting. It really is, because and I said, listen, I told y'all before, I like Kendra G. You know, she goes out and get what she wants, and that's fine. But a lot of times when it comes to relationships, that's where a lot of these particular women fail. But at the same time, look, like I said, it's nothing personal. It's more of just what I see. I think a lot of times there are mixed messages in this. Sometimes it's all about, hey, I do well for myself, so I need you to bring that exact same thing to the table. And then now we're talking about coffee dates are okay, when many people were saying that this was okay, but a lot of women, push back against it. But now these women are nodding their heads to that's okay, which, hey, if this is how more women get the truth and get to what they want, I'm all here for it. But I just think that it's very interesting that when men have been screaming this for the longest, women straight push back against it and call them sassy and say they only want to give the bare minimum, and they don't want to hear no parts of it. But now that a few more women are speaking in the likes of Kevin Samuels, now people may want to hear it and may get it. But once again, if we can get more women to understand the truth and understand what is really effective and what men want, and if this can help to build and merge the relationships between women and men, then I'm all for it. But I just think we have to be truthful about our intentions. You have to be truthful about what it is that you want and what it is that you believe is going to get you what you want, because otherwise it's just a bunch of talk. I'm hoping I'm making sense, but let's continue.
Marriages really are partnerships. Like, we just think the man's the head of the house, but maybe it was the woman's idea, he executed. And a lot of women who are powerhouse, I know she said you might want to build a man, and I get that, but you might also have no man to build. Either you can have a no man or invisible man or yourself. Like, you got to pick out of it. It's just the real talk.
What she's saying is making a lot of sense. And that's what we've been screaming. Hey, a lot of women are, it's not about you settling. It's about what you can get. Because once again, the man the man you want got to want you. If you can want Denzel, but if Denzel doesn't want you, you won't get him. And are you comfortable with living the rest of your life by yourself with all your money and degrees and everything that you've accomplished, which is great? But if that is not what you really wanted, you're not going to be satisfied with that. So in order to get what you want, you have to understand understand what it is that you want. First, understand the man that you want, understand men in general, and you have to figure out what it is that he wants. What is he looking for from a woman? What does he want? Does he want a wife? Does he want a family? What is he looking for? It cannot just be all about you. And I think that is a mistake that a lot of women have made, and they're continuing to make, thinking that, hey, if they have all these degrees, if they're leveled up, if they have, all of this money and all of these financial ventures, and, they can travel at will and they can do all these things. That's great if that's what you want for your life. But you got to understand the things that men want is not the same as what women look for in men. And I think that is a critical mistake that a lot of women have made over the years. They have come to the conclusion themselves that what they want out of a man is probably what a man wants from them. And that is not the case. And this is why we see a bunch of leveled up women, boss chicks as they would call it, who are out here thinking that they're everything since sliced bread, and that their accolades is what's driving their credibility when it comes to them being a good woman. And what they're finding out is that men do not care about that. When men are looking for a wife or a mate, he's not looking for a woman who has the most degrees and who has all this money and who's leveled up and she's a boss chick and she's an entrepreneur. Men aren't looking for that. Those are things that women look for in men. Women look for men who are financially stable and have all these things because they're looking for a provider. They're looking for a protector. There's a reason why women look for men that way. A man is looking for something more traditional. So I think it's just a lesson. And I think that if Kendra G and anybody else can get women to understand this fully, and let them understand, make them understand what's most important, and make them understand how they can get to what it is that they're looking for, then we will be better off. So if you want what's important, go after what's important, not the BS that you've been told you're attracted to or you feel you're attracted to, because that hasn't gotten you anywhere in the past. You're complaining about the men who had the swag, had all the attractiveness that you liked, you gave them a baby, and you still not with him. So what does that tell you? Learn from your mistakes. That's it. So listen, I'm gonna leave it here. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel, chime in the comments below, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.